everyone, and welcome to National Science Week 2022, where our theme is glass. There's going to be lots of fun activities we can do this week, and I'm going to give you one right now that you can do at home in your own time. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make your very own edible glass. Let's take a look at what we're going to be needing. You're going to need a stovetop pot, a spatula or wooden spoon, measuring cups, measuring spoons, some vanilla essence, some glucose syrup, food colouring, water, some kitchen spray, and sugar, as well as a baking tray. You're going to start by getting your pot heated up on the stove. Start on a nice high heat that we can bring down a little bit later. You're going to add 2 cups of white sugar, as well as 1 cup of water. That's going to start to heat down. You're then going to measure out 1 cup of glucose syrup. This stuff's quite sticky and thick, so it'll take a bit of patience to measure out your cup and to get it back into the pot again, but you've got plenty of time as that water below you starts to boil. As that all warms up together, you want to be giving it a good mix to get everything nice and smooth. You'll notice that as both the sugars heat down with the water, it'll be quite a runny consistency, but you want to let that boil away for a while and you'll notice it will start to thicken and the bubbles will get a lot bigger. Keep an eye on it and reduce the temperature so that it's not overboiling. You don't want it to turn into toffee. While that's bubbling away, spray your baking sheet with your kitchen spray. This is going to prevent our glass from sticking. Now, depending on your stove, it could take anywhere up to about half an hour to get to the consistency we're looking for. We're looking for nice big bubbles and your mixture starting to thicken up a little bit. You don't want it to turn yellow, so the best time to stop cooking is when it's at this sort of pre-yellow stage before going too dark. If you have a cooking thermometer, we want it to get to about 150 degrees. Once we've reached this lava-like stage, I'm going to be adding a little bit of vanilla essence. I think that was about a teaspoon all up, but you can do it to your taste. Give that a good mix in and make sure that's nice and smooth. We're then going to move the pot away from the heat and turn off the stove to give it a chance to start to cool down a little bit. Then we're going to go in with our food dye. You can pick any colour you like. Give that a really good mix until all the colour is integrated well into your mixture and you get a nice smooth consistency. You'll notice that this is almost looking like a liquid glass already. It's see-through, it's clear, and it's really shiny as well. Once you're happy with your colour mixing and you've got your texture right, it's time to pour it onto your tray. Don't do what I did. I let mine sit there for a little bit too long and it started to thicken up. You want to pour it onto your tray just as you've taken it off that stove and it's still nice and runny, so you can spread it out and get that nice sheet of glass. Mine was more like a blob, but it's okay, it still worked. Now this tray will get quite hot from your melted sugar mixture, so make sure you're leaving it somewhere to cool that is safe. Don't put it in the fridge as it'll be too hot and it could crack the glass on your fridge shelves. You could leave it on a stone bench top or on a cool part of your stove to completely cool down to the point where it's hard to the touch. Then comes the fun part. You get to smash your glass. You can use the back of a spoon like I did, or a rolling pin, or just something that's going to give a bit of impact. You don't need to hit it hard. It'll be quite brittle. It'll break pretty easily. I've just made mine into big shattered chunks like this, but you could break it down further, or if you really want to have some fun, you could even pour it into some silicone molds and get some different shapes happening, or you could make some lollipops. There's lots of different possibilities, but that's edible glass for you. Have fun!